Here's the plan for the kidnapping. Robin will be taken outside of the hospital on one of her visits to the pediatric ward to play with the children. Frisco will grab her, but I will be nearby in case anything goes wrong.
What do you mean?
Nothing will go wrong, though, because you and several green shirts will simply take her back.
And what if we fail?
You won't. Frisco will see to that.
Is this going to work, Robert?
Why shouldn't it?
No.
Frisco will have proven his loyalty to Kim and Wu, and when the dust settles, we'll have her back.
Well, I don't like it. Why can't I just take Robin away from here?
Because you wouldn't get to the street corner before Wu found out about it.
Why? He wants from us anyway.
Yank told me earlier that there were 2 very valuable black pearls hidden within the jade Buddhas. Wu is convinced that you and I have stolen them.
Jade Buddhas.
That's why he's threatening Robin to get at us.
You see, it's all my fault. It's my fault.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yes, it is. I placed those Buddhas on Holly. One in this very room. I mean, I set up my own daughter.
You had no way of knowing.
Robert, I'm directly responsible for having placed my daughter in danger. There's no choice here. We have to get her out of Port Charles now.
No, this changes nothing.
Yes, it does. Because it means that Mr. Wu is prepared to do more than just threaten.
All the more reason to go ahead with this phony kidnapping. Frisco has got to convince Wu and Kim that he's one of them. Otherwise, we've got no way of possibly implicating Wu in Josh's murder. Not to mention the fact of getting Donnelly back behind bars.
At what risk, Robert? Robin's life?
She'll be safe. Do you think I would suggest a plan like this if I thought there was a hope in hell of something going wrong? This is my one way of making sure she's going to be safe and ending the whole miserable business forever. We make the plan real. Then, Robin is safe. And we protect Frisco. Because if he doesn't obey orders, they're going to kill him.
Business is belly up. I can't afford the 2 salaries, and Felicia was here first.
Yeah, well, I know. I've seen how business has been falling off around here lately. You know, used to be the place was packed by this time.
Yeah, well, ever since Sean Donnelly went to jail and his business went... No more longshoremen, no more warehousemen.
So no more Trixie, huh?
I hate doing it.
Listen, I don't want you to worry about me, Ruby. After all you've done for me. I'm okay. I can always get another job, so no sweat, okay?
Ruby?
Hi, darling. How's it going?
How about a cup of coffee, sweetheart? Let me wait on you. My last chance, huh?
Oh, you wait just a minute. I heard what you were saying to Trixie about maybe letting her go.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't want you to feel bad about this, kid.
Well, I don't, because I don't think it's going to be necessary.
Oh? Now, wait a minute. You mean to tell me Sean Donnelly has put you in charge of his whole operation?
That's what Brett Madison said. And when Sean signed over the power of attorney to me, that made me senior partner and everything.
That's incredible. That's like winning the lottery. It's fantastic. Our baby tycoon here in Fort Charles.
If I can handle it.
Well, of course you can. And it's going to be good for you. I'm going to take your mind off some other things.
You mean Frisco?
Mm-hmm.
You heard from him at all, Felicia?
No, nothing. He's still running the police, and he still hasn't tried to clear his name of those hit-and-run charges.
I don't understand it. It is not like Frisco to do something like this.
No, I don't understand it either. And he still hasn't tried to reach his own brother.
Well, let's go back to the tycoon. I think that means you're not going to be waitressing around here.
Well, I don't know that yet. I still can't believe all of this is really happening. But I think you should stick around, Trixie.
Yeah, you bet I will, because I got a feeling, kid. I got a feeling once you take this thing over and once you get that shipping office back in shape, we're going to have more business around here than you can shake a stick at, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I wish I had your confidence. This is a big job for me.
Hey, honey, just listen to Ruby. Sean Donnelly is no dope. If he didn't think you could handle this, he wouldn't have given it to you.
Listen, all you need is more confidence. If you were a man, you wouldn't think about it twice.
Amen.
You know why men don't like us to think about being successful in business? You might be better than they are and show them up at their own game.
Think so?
Yeah. You just go for it. One foot in front of the other. You'll be great.
I hope you're right.
Listen, I know I am. And you got another advantage going. You're a woman. You want to know why?
Why?
Ego. Or lack of it. Look at Sean Donnelly. I mean, he had the world by the tail. He had everything. Screwed up, lost it all. You want to know why? Male ego.
Yeah, save us all from those male egos.
So, you just go for it. And don't you let Edward Quartermain or Alan or Jimmy Lee bully you.
I wouldn't trust any of them, honey.
Well, you could trust Grant. But not too much. He's a man.
Well, thank you for the advice.
And, kid, thank you. Thank you for helping me keep my job.
Listen, have a hell of a try for it. Go for it.
I will. Business world, here I come.
Hi, girl.
Hi. Oh, Mrs. Holt, I'm glad you're here. Why? What's going on? Mr. Quartermain and Mr. Holt are in a meeting. They've been yelling at each other for half an hour. Ah, yes, it does sound as though they need a referee. Excuse me.
Moves to make this work.
Look, I'm telling you,
Boy
Edward.
knows Alan.
I'm telling you for the last time, butt out. I can handle Felicia and the shipping company.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you'll handle. Right out from under.
Well, isn't that exactly what you're trying to do?
She is a young, inexperienced girl who can profit by my advice.
Don't worry about giving her advice. I'll give her all the advice she needs to hear. Besides, I wouldn't trust you alone with her for 5 minutes. You'd end up owning everything, including my shipping company.
Well, I still think that we hired herself a lawyer, to protest that power of attorney that's being handed over to that very incompetent girl.
I don't care what you think, Edward. You've got nothing to say about this. This is between me, Grant, and Alan. We are partners in the ship, and that's part of the shipping company.
All right. Be bullheaded about it. But you're going to regret not having teamed up with me.
Oh, don't hold your breath. Besides, why do you want to do anything with this? You're too busy with the OQ anyway.
Don't you worry about my business affairs. I've got a hell of a lot more time than you have.
For the last time, I'm telling you. You're out of this one. Forget about it.
Oh, you stubborn, pig-headed mule. What the hell is that?
This is a work of art, of course. Do you like it?
Did you paint it?
No.
Well, it's god-awful.
Well, I think it's wonderful, and I found the artist myself. And he's fresh, and he's undiscovered.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to ask you where you found him.
He is a very talented man, Edward.
I'm sure he's about as talented as that son of mine.
Boy, looks like he's not going to give up and trying to take advantage of Felicia's new position.
Well, he's crazy if he thinks I'm going to let him get his hooks into Felicia.
That's a very big responsibility. Do you think she can handle it?
Not alone, but I'm going to be the one to help her, not him.
Oh. Well, I'm glad she's got something to think about these days instead of worrying about Frisco. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's perfect considering the kind of day I'm having today.
You need a break. I'm going over to the hospital to visit Jenny Weber. Want to come?
No, honey, I can't. I better go to Sean's office. I'm sure that Felicia can use my help.
Okay. Then I'll see you later.
Okay. Oh, what about this painting? What are you going to do with that?
I don't know. I'll have to decide where it will look best.
Oh, and one more thing. If you see Bud, would you tell him to give me a call? Felicia, how you doing?
Oh, hi, Jimmy. Thank goodness you're here. Look at this mess.
Oh, yeah, I figured you'd be up to your eyeballs. Coffee?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. You're a lifesaver.
You're welcome. This place is a mess. I figured I'd better get over here and give you a hand.
I appreciate that, but I can handle it after I get all this stuff in some kind of order.
Oh, look, I'm sure you can, but why struggle? I mean, after all, this is all new to you, and even if it wasn't, it'd be very, very difficult.
Well, I'm sure you're right, but I think I can learn.
I know you can. That's exactly what I'm here for. I know an awful lot about business, and I'd like to give you a guiding hand.
You are a very busy man, Jimmy Lee, and I don't think I'd want to take up your time.
Don't be silly. Look, I've given it some thought. I thought you might call Brett Madison up, have him draw some papers up, making me an equal partner. That way you don't have to worry. I'll take care of everything.
Equal partner?
Absolutely. Look, I know it's going to be a sacrifice on my part, but I want to see you do well with this business.
You're very generous.
What are friends for? So, would you like to call him, or should I?
I think I'd like to think about it.
Think about just a silly piece of paper.
I know, but I'd like to think about it first.
Okay, fine, suit yourself, but let me warn you. The shipping business is very difficult. You practically have to be an attorney to run it.